And for our last story today, let's turn our focus to the Indian Ocean, a region now emerging as a key center of France's renewed Africa strategy. French President Emmanuel Macron has embarked on a 5-day tour across the Indian Ocean region. He begins his trip in the French overseas territory of Mayotte, followed by the French island of La Réunion. And then he will visit the African island nations of Madagascar and Mauritius. Now, as a major agenda for the visit is to strengthen economic ties, Macron is set to participate in the 5th Indian Ocean Commission, or the IOC summit in Madagascar this Thursday. Accompanied by a delegation of approximately 20 French companies, discussions are expected to focus on sectors such as maritime, transport, infrastructure and sustainable development. In Madagascar, Macron will meet with President André Rajoelina, and with food security and development cooperation on the agenda. In Mauritius, talks will cover partnerships on water supply, circular economy initiatives and green financing. But Macron's Indian Ocean trip also comes with a broader context. It coincides with France's depleting influence in other parts of Africa, as many former colonies turn away from Paris. However, both Madagascar and Mauritius maintain strong ties with France. Now, the visit comes as France has strategically pivoted away from military dominance towards diplomacy, development, and regional partnerships, particularly in East Africa and the Indian Ocean. Now, Macron has reaffirmed this stance last year when he visited Djibouti, the only African nation hosting a permanent French military base. As Macron begins his latest Africa tour, Madagascar is getting a makeover to welcome him. The capital of Antananarivo is being cleaned by over 300 municipal employees. However, local reactions remain mixed.
Cleanliness is good, but we're still not out of the French colonial era. Is that clear? We've been colonized ever since the first president Réunion. It's still the same today. We should be using the euro here then.
In reality, this is a great hypocrisy, because they are doing it for the leaders who will come, but not for the population.
So will Macron's outreach to Indian Ocean African nations pay off? And will it help France's renewed Africa strategy? We'll continue our coverage.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India. Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.